Hi and welcome to T10 Info VSK channel. My name is Syed and here I am with the exclusive and breaking news for Monday, June 5, 2023. Oil tanker breaks down in Egypt's Suez Canal, briefly disrupting traffic in the global waterway. A tanker transporting crude oil broke down in a single lane part of Egypt's Suez Canal on June 4, briefly disrupting traffic in the global waterway, Egyptian authorities said. The Malta flag Civigo suffered a mechanical malfunction at the 12-kilometer mark of the canal, said George Safa, a spokesperson of Egypt's Suez Canal Authority. The tanker was part of the North Conway, which transits the canal from the Mediterranean to the Red Sea, he said. Saudi Arabia to sign deals to promote Egyptian investment in industrial mining sector. Saudi Arabia plans to sign two agreements with Egypt to boost the North African country's participation in the kingdom's industrial and mining sector in line with Vision 2030. During his visit to Egypt, Saudi Minister of Industrial and Mineral Resources Bandar Al-Qurayaf expressed the kingdom's keenness to facilitate Egyptian investors. It is part of the kingdom's effort to bolster the role of the mining and industrial sector in the national economy and increase their contribution by attracting foreign investment. According to Al-Qurayaf, the first agreement seeks to preserve commercial activity between the two countries and reduce obstacles as well as finance export through the Saudi Export Bank. Two killed in Ajman fuel tank explosion. Two workers were killed in a fuel tank explosion at an Ajman factory on Sunday, police said. The force said three other people were injured following the blast at an industrial area in the Emirates at about 11 am. They have been taken to hospital for treatment. The severity of their injuries was not disclosed. Emergency service including police, fire crews and the ambulance service were sent to the scene. Police said the deceased workers were welding on top of one of the large tanks when sparks flew inside the fuel containment area, causing the explosion which claimed their lives. Three workers from neighboring factory were injured after being hit by a fragment of the tank which were sent into the air by the force of the blast. All of the casualties are from unspecified Asian nations, police said. Major General Sheikh Sultan bin Abdullah Al-Nuyomi, Commander-in-Chief of Ajman Police, said the incident was caused by breaches of safety and security rules. He said permits had not been granted by Ajman Civil Defense to carry out such work with fuel on the premises. India proposes medical countermeasure coordination platform to set standard for public goods. India under its G20 presidency has proposed a medical countermeasure coordination platform that will help set norms and standards for the common public good, equity and wise for the global south to effectively deal with challenges of any COVID-like pandemic. The mechanism will focus on strengthening the global application of digital health, Dr. Lakshmi Narasimhan Balaji, Senior Advisor Health, UNICEF said on Sunday. Indian politics opposition party Congress demands Rail Minister resignation. Alex Center prioritize PR for Vande Bharat train over rail safety. After holding off questions on the Balasore train accident for a day, the Congress on Sunday demanded the resignation of Ashwani Vaishnaw and asked if the Narendra Modi government prioritized publicity of Vande Bharat train over rail safety. The party alleged that the rail minister's PR gimmicks overshadow the serious deficiency, criminal negligence and complete disregard for safety and security of Indian railways. Airbus heads towards 500 jet order from Indigo. Airbus is closing in on a potentially record deal to sell 500 narrow-body A320 family jets to India's largest carrier Indigo, industry source said on Sunday. The European plane maker has emerged as frontrunner for an order eclipsing Air India's historic provisional purchase of 470 jets in February, the sources said on the sideline of an airline industry meeting in Istanbul. Airbus and Boeing are also competing in talks to sell 25 wide-body jets to the same airline, they said. Indigo, which is already a major Airbus customer with large number of planes on order, and the French-based plane maker both declined comment. Boeing also declined to comment on this. 14 killed, 5 missing in China landslide, government says rescue ops on. 14 people were killed and 5 are missing following a landslide in southwestern China, Sichuan province on Sunday, the local government said. The collapse took place high on mountain at 6 am at a state-owned forestry station in Jinghui near the city of Leshan, the local government said in an online statement. Authorities sent more than 180 people and a dozen pieces of rescue and recovery equipment to the site. Search and rescue work is urgently underway, it said. The site is in a mountainous region about 240 kilometers south of the provincial capital Chengdu. Landslides are frequent danger in rural and mountainous part of China, particularly during the rainy summer months. Bangladesh plans to start importing onions on Monday to boost supply as prices increase. The government has decided to allow import of onions starting on Monday to control the market as the price of the kitchen staple has near 100 taka per kg. The Agriculture Ministry made the announcement in an urgent notice on Sunday after being pushed by the Commerce Ministry to allow the imports for weeks. Onion prices rose throughout May and reached 80 taka per kg, double the cost 1 month earlier. As the Commerce Ministry threatened to resume import, the price decreased slightly. The prices rise again as the Agriculture Ministry refused to allow import of onion, citing the local farmers' interest and saying domestic production was enough to meet the demand. Pakistan Nadra to roll out one-window passport facility. In line with the direction of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, the National Database and Registration Authority is all set to open passport counters at its office in 30 tehsils across the country, according to a notification issued on Sunday. The Premier on March 1st directed to ease the process of CNIC and passport acquisition for the citizens. Chairing a meeting in Islamabad, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif directed to set up a passport counters at Nadra office. He further said that all the project approved for the establishment of passport office should be established in the existing office of Nadra. As per the details, the passport counters at the Nadra office will set up in different areas, including in 12 small cities of Lahore region, 2 in Karachi region, 6 in Multan, 2 in Sargodha, 4 in KP and 2 in Islamabad. Addressing a press conference in Rawalpindi today, Director General Passport Yawar Hussain said that the one-window passport counters at Nadra will be operated by the Passport and Immigration Department. Nadra will charge 1000 rupees per passport in addition to government fees, the DG said, informing about the fee-related details for the new passport counters. That's all in today's headlines. Thanks for watching. If you want to receive more important headlines around the world, keep watching T10 Info TV SK channel by subscribing and hit the bell icon to receive notification.